Tonight, why students may be paying back even more when they get out of college. Stay tuned. TrojanVision Nightly News starts right now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision Nightly News for July 2nd, 2013. I'm Judson Garner. Thanks for joining us this evening. It's been a bad week for college students as interest rates on federal student loans doubled after Congress couldn't come up with a compromise to keep them down. I spoke with the director of Troy's Johnson Center for Political Economy to see what effects may happen and students to see if they would even notice. Matthew Pouncey is about to enter his junior year at Troy University. So far, he's paid for college through the PAC program.
Prepaid Alabama college tuition.
He's likely to have less debt than many of his peers, but he's familiar with how they feel about the rising cost of college.
Plenty of complaints, especially when it comes to tuition, especially when it rises.
But even with the cost of higher education rising, many students seem to not be struggling as much as one would expect.
Pretty much most of the people that I know get the financial aid through the government, so they don't really worry about much. They get the refund and they just go splurge.
Many students disapprove of the common college loan interest rate rising from 3.2 to 6.8, but at the same time, their pockets are not really hurting. Scott Boyer says something's got to give. He says what may happen is that people will take pursuing a loan to get a higher education more seriously and realistically.
Students being told, borrow for your education, borrow more at really low interest rates provided by the government. Students are now realizing that when they come out the other side with all of this debt, that there aren't really great jobs there for them.
Boyer says that higher education is widely perceived as a good thing, but it's not up to taxpayers to keep the loans for those interest rates down. For now, at least more responsibility is placed on the student who seeks the higher education. If interest rates stay at 6.8, he says students likely will grow to understand who exactly they're borrowing money from.
That agreement is one that you make under certain conditions with an understanding that you'll repay a certain amount of interest down the road. And Congress is playing games with that agreement by intervening and saying we have to keep rates extra low for students. I understand the emotional appeal of that, but really they're meddling in a relationship that's one-on-one with the person that's lending to you.
Mm-hmm. And Troy students who have any questions about their student loans or how to get them can contact Troy University's financial aid office. Well, when freshmen arrive at college orientation, sometimes they know exactly what they want to do with the rest of their lives, but sometimes they don't. To help them figure it out, they go on a tour of Troy's different departments to see if they have interest in them. Felicia Payne has more.
When incoming freshmen come to Impact, they receive a lot of information, but sometimes one of the most influential things is learning about the different departments and majors offered at Troy. During their first day at Impact, students are given a chance to take a tour of the department on campus that interests them most.
It kind of gets the freshmen coming in, it kind of gives their feet wet, I guess, in a sense. I know that it's important to just show them around where their class is going to be, where they're going to be located mainly on campus. It shows them who their advisors are. It also they give out forms and stuff, and it kind of tells them what their next 4 years are going to look like.
For declared majors, the decision of which department to visit might be a no-brainer, but for those who are not sure of what they want their college major to be, they get to pick one that seems interesting to them.
For undecided majors, we're going to still direct them to a department that they're interested in. It just kind of shows the freshmen, is this what you're interested in? And if not, we're going to direct you to a department where you are going to fit.
And the tours aren't just for the students. Parents that are at Impact come along as well to see where their students will be studying while in college.
Well, for the parents, they want to be able to look at the campus and go, is this place a safe place for my child? Is this a place where I think my child will benefit, where my child will learn and grow and mature into being an adult who can earn a living?
While visiting the departments, they get a chance to talk to professors and learn about what kind of classes they'll be taking in the next 4 years.
They may have an idea that this is something that they're interested in, but when they come in and they actually see what we have, what we offer, a lot of times the students will say, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. This is where I want to be. Or they may turn around and say, I want to look at a few other things.
Felicia Payne, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And there are 5 impact sessions left, with the next one starting on Monday. And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Huntsville, an Alabama minor league baseball team has canceled a gun raffle that was supposed to be featured during its Second Amendment night promotion. The Huntsville Star's spokeswoman says the raffle during the team's game tomorrow night against the Chattanooga Lookouts was canceled after minor league baseball officials said the promotion likely was not in the franchise's best interest. In Midland City, authorities say they're seeking the owner of a home where more than 550 marijuana plants and multiple firearms were seized. Members of a Dale County law enforcement task force confiscated the plants and weapons last week on Dale County Road 63. And in Birmingham, Bell Foods, which is based out of Birmingham, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, saying the company is struggling to pay debt with revenue from its 57 stores throughout the Southeast. The company used to run Bruno's and Food World stores in the Birmingham area, but they filed for bankruptcy yesterday.